March 1945, the final days of World War II. Across Germany, cities lay in ruins, families scattered, homes destroyed, and children left to survive in a world collapsing around them. Among them was a boy named Siegfried Leyer, just 4 years old, lost in the chaos of a nation's downfall. Allied bombers had turned Siegfried's neighborhood to rubble. His mother gathered what little she could and fled with her 3 youngest children. For 125 miles, the Leyers walked across a broken country, searching for safety in the small village of Morlenbach. Hunger, fear, and exhaustion followed every step. Siegfried would later recall, there was very little food to be had. We had to go with meal vouchers, but there wasn't much around. When the first American troops rolled into Morlenbach, fear swept through the villagers. Many believed the conquering soldiers would seek revenge, but instead, they brought something unexpected: kindness, food, medicine, smiles, and among them, one young soldier who would change Siegfried's life forever. His name was Alexander, an African-American WWII far from home, but driven by a quiet compassion. He noticed the hungry little boy and his weary family, and made it his mission to help. Siegfried remembered him vividly. He was sympathetic to me and friendly. If it hadn't been for him, perhaps I would not be alive today. He was a guardian angel for me. In the ruins of war, a strange friendship blossomed. Alexander began visiting the Leyer family daily. Food shortages became memories. Laughter returned to their home. Though they shared no common language, their bond needed none. He didn't know German and I didn't know English, Siegfried said. It was just hands and feet, and somehow it felt right. The soldier would take Siegfried on patrols around town, a small boy riding proudly beside his American friend. When I was sitting in the car and the other children saw me, they were perhaps a bit jealous. I was very proud, he remembered with a smile, but war is a river that never stops moving. One morning, the jeep was gone. The visits stopped. Alexander's unit had moved on, and just like that, the boy's guardian angel disappeared forever. I was sad, Siegfried said quietly. Perhaps I would never see him again. Decades passed, Germany rebuilt, and the world changed. But Siegfried never forgot. All he had left of Alexander was a single photograph, taken in the spring of 1945. A smiling young soldier in uniform next to a small boy who once feared the world but found hope in a stranger's kindness. For over 50 years, Siegfried searched for the man who saved him. But without a last name, the trail was cold. Still, he never stopped believing they might meet again. Today, Siegfried Leyer is an old man, but his eyes still light up when he speaks of that soldier. He was not obliged to us in any way, he said. He did it out of human love. A friendship without words, a kindness that crossed race, nationality, and war. Perhaps Alexander never knew the lifelong impact of his simple compassion. But to one German boy, he was, and will always be, the guardian angel of Morlenbach. Dedicated to all soldiers who chose humanity over hatred. Subscribe for more real stories that history forgot.